Have you actually ever read the warranty that you so-called pay for? Well, I stopped replying to messages a while ago. And we've had 24 puppies over 3 years. 2.5, about 2 years. About 2 years. And I've got 3 or 4, yeah, 3 kennel partners, basically. Partners. And collectively, 2, 5, 1, they have about 7 or 8 dogs. I can't remember right now. Now, when we start talking warranty, for one, T-Fit here with FBTV people, feel free to subscribe if you feel that any of this information helps you and makes sense. When you start talking about warranty, one of the questions has come up many times. Hey, what do you think about health guarantee? For one, we're playing God. Some of you are selling your dogs like they are God or your God, but the truth is, none of us know until we know. And unfortunately, by the time some people figured out, even including myself, the dog's been through hell. The people have been through hell in raising the dog, and now they don't want nothing to do with the dog or the American Bully or any dog for that matter. So when we start talking warranty, here's the things that you should be mindful of. If you buy a dog from a person, one of the things that they should be able to guarantee you is mentorship. I don't know why I put S at the end. But what I've learned over the past few years, since being in this space, is that people have unfortunately bought dogs and you can't even ask the people you spend all this money on one good question about the dog that they sold you, potentially for a lucrative amount of money, or maybe you got the dog for free. Whatever the case may be, this right here is the only thing that warrants you contacting me. It's if I've chosen to be your mentor, or if you have one of our pups, or if you're one of these people. Now look at the numbers. We've had 24 pups. Over 24 pups. Each one of these pups equals another person. So now I have 24 dogs to worry about and 24 people. So I'm at 48 problems technically. 48 problems. Just over 2 years. And in this case, mind you, we focus on health. So I've tried to reduce the amount of problems. And if I'm being honest, I haven't heard much from a lot of the people. But it just so happens every now and then you get that phone call from somebody say, Trav, this went wrong. And it's normally a choice that they made. And I told them not to do it. So when we're looking for a warranty, a couple things that you should be looking for when buying a dog. First question you should say, hey, if I purchase a dog from you, am I going to be able to learn from you? If you're breeding because you bought a dog and you want to breed the dog, are you going to be able to help me get through my first litter? If you want a dog for protection work, are you going to help be able to assist when something goes wrong trait-wise with the dog? Could be confidence, could be insecurity. If I see something come out of the dog that I don't prefer, are you going to be able to assist in helping me answer how to get that dog up to par? There's a guy that messaged me moons ago and he said, you know what, shadow's a real thing. And we had a Rottweiler who was doing protection work. He said we found out he was scared of his own shadow. He'd get on the sleeve, get on this, and then somehow one day he flipped out because he was scared of his own shadow. There's a lot that goes on in the first 2 years of a dog's life. So Ego's birthday, for instance, was yesterday. And I don't even count birthdays until they get to 2. We get to 2, we're on to something. You know, we're on the right path. Now the next one for me, it'll be 5 years. He gets to 5 years old. We're on to, so we did a few more things correct, which is the goal. So in this case, when you're looking for a warranty, when you're looking for a health guarantee, I'm trying to make this make sense to you because I'm still getting messages and people feel that I should respond, but I didn't create your dog. I don't want to know everything. I've given myself the grace of learning over a 4-year time frame the things I need to know about my own dogs and their issues. We're going to do a video here soon with Chris Moore. I've already called and prepped him and say, hey, later this evening, I'm going to call you and you're going to walk me through one of the drugs that can reset a dog's immunity, and I have to buy a whole nother test to ensure that I learn about what causes these issues. And these tests is called 5 strands or something like that. Take a piece of hair, it's $148 from what I saw. And potentially we're going to partner with it. I even messaged, I said, Chris, I didn't get an email back, to see if I can talk with one of the people who's over it and say, hey, is there something, can you tell me about why this works and why this? Remember, Chris said, Trev, it'll tell you if they're allergic to grass, chicken foot, whatever. That's how serious this test is. So I got to get it for Tron and Zara, who still have bad allergies, and deal with that. But let me be very clear. I've doubled. I'm one person that 24 people trust. Even my kennel partners, they trust me. Which means for every dog I give a person, someone's going to call me at some point and asking for guidance. Now, double, I bet, let's triple. Let's go 100 times. Because between all platforms now, we're just under 2 million people where they're visibly watching in some form or fashion over a course of time. I'm not saying we get 2 million views. What I am saying is there are 2 million people collectively that follow. Probably 10,000 that see. 10,000 people, out of the 10,000, there's at least 100 people who have a lot of questions. And the minute I start a correspondence with them, now I got to deal with all their problems, and I didn't sign up for that. So I do hope you take heed to the gems, jewels, and information we drop. Part of us sharing everything is to take you down a journey to being better at assisting your next purchase or even improving your dog's quality of life. But when you go to find a breeder, warranty should be guaranteed. And one of the things that I hope they warrant is an opportunity for you to learn. And I repeat, I'm not going to quadruple my communication because Jamarcus has his own things, and trust me, he calls when there's a problem. When Jamal has an issue, Hunter called me almost 9 times over 2 days when there was a problem. Hina and her family have one of our dogs, no problem, but, well, some problems, and she wanted to know how to deal with the dog. She got 2 trainers, boom, she loves the dog now. That's another person. Turn around, and my guy Keith out there. Keith calls, hey Trev, what about this? Perfect. Guy who's got the other Merle girl. Trev, thank you so much. She's coming along great. Guy who's got, I could go down the line. Hey, I want to get this, I want to get that. What about, I have to answer all these people. And in some cases, I've now befriended, for instance, the guys who own Cowboy, and my guy Mike. Me and Mike get on the phone, that's 7 hours. Mike, if you see this, that's my man. We talking, that's 3 to 5 guaranteed. Me and Mike. He bought the dog in support of his son. So I repeat, I now have over 24 people plus their families, potentially dad, mom, whoever, who can call me anytime. I can't double up, I can't triple. So I have to be very strategic because I love customer service. It matters to me. It does matter that your dog is okay, and if you need guidance, I can tell you exactly what not to do and how the dog's going to turn out. If these things happen, why these things have to happen. So guys, I repeat, stay tuned. Please take care of your dog. Comment below if you've had a terrible situation. Part of us putting this stuff out there is tying the community together so you guys can learn from each other, not make more poor choices. The American bully's not going anywhere, and I've said this before, it's not going anywhere. This is it. This is the bar for it. Anytime you have a dog that you can just look at and stack, this is how far it goes. You got a dog that can do Schitzlin, French ring, PSA, agility. You can go as far as the AKC Nationals and show what that dog could do. It's not the American bully. So, take care of you dogs. Thank you for watching as always. FBTV people signing off.